Aloha. Welcome to TMDR, the Maui Daily Report for Monday, June 9th, 2025. I'm Chivo Ching Johnson. These are some of the stories that may interest you today. The Housing and Land Use Committee met this morning to listen to public testimony regarding Bill 9, the issue of reverting all apartment district properties into long-term residential use. The meeting began with a presentation from Mayor Bisson and then on to public testimony. Here's a quick look at how this morning's meeting began.
Our proposed amendments reflected in Bill 9 CD1 provide a reasonable amortization period of 3 years. We also acknowledge that some of these properties may wish to continue to operate as transit vacation rentals beyond that amortization period. These properties will be able to seek a change in zoning from apartment to hotel district to properly comply with land use regulations. I would also like to clarify that this bill does not apply to timeshare units and will not disrupt their ability to operate. We acknowledge and appreciate the thorough work of UHERO in producing their March 2025 report, which thoughtfully outlines the potential benefits and trade-offs of phasing out TVRs in apartment zone districts. But economic models, as valuable as they are, do not tell the full story.
If it goes through and if it impacts my job, my family may need to leave this island, which would lose a member of the Maui Emergency Response Team, CERT coordinator, a foster family, and a native Hawaiian. And that's hard to think about.
I was born and raised here in Maui and agree that housing is a major issue. But this has been an issue for over 40 years, and we never seem to tackle the root of the issue like infrastructure, permitting, and residential income. And this business gives me a unique insight on the financials and has allowed me to hire many of my friends and family and giving them high-paying careers.
First of all, I'm a nurse and I've worked over 30 years in Maui County. I work for a nonprofit residential treatment center, and I was also a first responder in Lahaina. I purchased one studio condo. I've been managing it on Airbnb. It's been up and down through COVID, through a Kihei flood, and through the Lahaina fire. My expenses, meaning mortgage plus HOA dues, equal about $2,600 a month.
The meeting went on all day and was recessed until the 18th of this month. And we'll have an update for you on tomorrow's TMDR. After what was described by Maui Now as a tense 90-minute exchange last Friday at the Maui County Council meeting, they voted 6-3 to give most of its staff a 15% pay hike and 20% to a select few. This represents a compromise down from the 30% originally proposed. Governor Josh Green is spending an awful lot of time in Washington, D.C. this year. He was just there, and he took off again yesterday to D.C. to attend the Hawaii on the Hill event, a Hawaiian Tourism Authority showcase of Hawaiian industries and products to Congress. Governor Green won't be returning to Honolulu until Tuesday, June 24th. Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke is currently serving as acting governor until then. Governor Green has informed legislative leaders and stakeholders of his intent to veto 19 bills passed during the 2025 regular session. He's not required to veto every bill indicated on the intent to veto list, but he cannot veto a bill that is not included on that list. Over 300 bills were reviewed by state departments and agencies, the Attorney General, and the Governor in this last month. The Governor has until July 9th to issue final vetoes from this list. One thing Governor Green won't be able to sell is Hawaii's economic well-being. The kids are not okay. Hawaii ranks 33 out of 50 states in child economic well-being, according to the 2025 Kids Count Data Book. Hawaii's keiki ranked near the bottom at 46 out of 50 states for housing stability and the 29th in education. The Hawaii Children's Action Network is calling on state leaders to act now to prevent child well-being from deteriorating even further. The trend of robbing from the poor to benefit the rich continues. About 158,000 of Hawaii's low-income seniors, families, and single adults could lose food assistance by September if Trump's beautiful tax bill passed by the U.S. House of Representatives clears the Senate. The bill cuts $300 billion from the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. They used to be called food stamps. If the bill passes, it will hurt the poorest and most vulnerable people on the islands, where food costs are already sky high. A breakthrough UH study, aided by simulation models run on a supercomputer, is offering hope for coral reefs that are deteriorating due to climate change. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions can significantly improve the long-term outlook of coral reefs globally. If we take the right action now, instead of losing up to 86% of coral reefs, we can limit losses to only 1/3, according to this study. Despite the efforts of 2 heroic Samaritans, 2 men drowned in waters off Wailea Beach, fronting the Four Seasons 2 weeks ago. Now people are calling attention to the fact that many popular Maui beaches are left unguarded. Maui had the state's second highest ocean drowning fatality rate per capita for 4 years running, from 2019 through 2023. There are only 12 lifeguard stations on Maui, and drownings are twice as high on neighbor islands as they are on Oahu. Ho'ohana Village, a proposed 1,600-unit project on 166 acres behind Lowe's and Walmart in Kahului, has been sent by the Council to the Housing and Land Use Committee for review. The developer says half of those units will be set aside for workforce housing. You can adopt a child, a cat, a dog. You can even adopt a highway. So why not a classroom? Through a nonprofit, adoptaclassroom.org, Subaru Hawaiʻi did exactly that and donated $25,000 worth of essential school supplies to King Kamehameha III Elementary School. The school, located next to the banyan tree in Lahaina, was completely destroyed in those fires. The money not only went to purchase essential classroom supplies at the new school, but some of those funds are being used to create an early morning TV show, produced and hosted, all by students. Last Wednesday, the County of Maui held its monthly meeting to update our community on the rebuilding process in Lahaina, with issues like grants, loans, contractor fraud, and the transfer of 400,000 tons of fire debris that is now being classified as non-hazardous. Those transfers are now scheduled to begin on June 16th. This whole meeting can be seen on Akaku Channel 53 and on the county's Facebook and YouTube page.
So we invite you to use any of the mental health resources. Again, these slides are not this moment on our website. They will be, but you can scan the QR code or you can call any of these numbers.
For tonight, we do have a confirmed date. It's going to be 16 June is when we start moving debris. That 400,000 tons of debris will start moving that day. So we still plan for 5 months as of right now. The route has not changed. We'll be coming down 30 to 380, and then we'll be getting on Cane Hall Road as our primary route. If that route were to close for any reason, we would then go to either the alternate route north, the green route, or the alternate route to the south, the yellow route.
And so this morning we were notified that the action plan submitted was approved, which is amazing news. Yes, absolutely. So there's still additional steps in this process. We cleared a huge hurdle today by getting our action plan approved.
Intake and eligibility is coming later this summer. So we're setting up the programs, we've been working on them, but keep your documents. So we're going to post this on the website. The approved action plan, the one that is approved, is on the county website. We have issued 395 permits. We're almost to 400. And the uptick is 19 of those are complete. That means a certificate of occupancy for those families, those residential units. Over 260 homes are under construction. So you see that out in the community. I think that's worth celebrating, but we're not done. We're going to keep going until they're all rebuilt.
My name is Andrew Martin. I'm the prosecuting attorney for the county. We're going to go through some red flags. We're going to go through some common fraud tactics that we have seen in cases involving unlicensed and licensed contractor fraud. There can be concerns with licensed contractors as well. That is a major red flag. Anyone who's requiring you to pay in full upfront is a red flag and something that I want to set off alarm bells with you. Do your research. Check those online reviews. Check the Better Business Bureau. Check Google. Check online. Ask for references. Drive by previous projects, or more importantly right now, ongoing projects.
Incidentally, the next Lahaina community meeting will be held on Wednesday, July 2nd. There will be no mid-month webinar, but the county has scheduled a special hazard mitigation community meeting for Monday, June 16th at Princess Nahiana Elementary School. That meeting will also be aired on Akaku Channel 53 and the County of Maui's Facebook and YouTube pages. Water is life, and it's worth finding out more about life. The East Maui Water Authority and Ahawai o Maui Hikina invite the public to free water resource planning events, June 16th through the 18th. These include a field trip to KNI, a public finance panel, and community meetings in Kula, Haiku, and Hoilo. Topics will focus on watershed planning and water use. For meeting details, contact EM Water Authority at co.maui.hi.us. Did you know that Friday was National Donut Day? Well, it was. And so we thought it might be fun to visit the iconic Randy's Donut in LA for a sugary treat.
The iconic Randy's Donut has been in the same Los Angeles location since the 1950s, but it's always endangered.
What would you feel like if they took down this donut stand and put up one of those malls?
It'd be terrible.
Would that be awful?
Yeah. Thank you. All right, you have a good day.
All right. Let's keep the donut forever, man.
That's it.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay. Hi.
Hey, is the big donut in trouble or what?
It's on again, off again.
Yeah?
I'm sure they're working on something right now down at City Hall.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How would you feel, ma'am, if they came and took away the donut?
Oh, that would be a tragedy.
Those greedy developers. Huh?
What are you going to do, fight them?
Pardon me?
You going to fight them?
Well, don't you think people should? You know, don't you think?
I don't know, so many of them have gone out. The Brown Derby, what else? Dolores's.
What was Dolores's? What was that?
It was a drive-in.
Oh, yeah?
Drive up,
Uh-huh.
I think at one time the girls had skates. Used to skate around.
Used to skate around at the drive-in.
Uh-huh.
What happened to that sort of thing? Why are they taking down buildings like this?
Thing of the past.
Why, though?
I don't know.
Because it's great.
They're not nostalgic anymore.
I'm cheating. I'm a diabetic. I ain't supposed to be eating.
You won't tell anybody.
Don't tell nobody now.
What do you think of the big donut? What do you think of the big donut? What big donut? The big one out the roof? Well, you know, for people that have a donut shop, you look in remarkably good shape. These must be the healthiest donuts on the planet.
We chew them up and spit them out.
Yeah.
We don't swallow.
Wow. Donuts forever and down with ugly pod malls.
Really? I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take any more.
That's right. People should remember that, you know, this is what America's all about.
Mom, donuts, and apple pie, right?
That's right. There's Mom right there, right? That's your mom?
That's her.
That's right. See, There is, Mom. Mom does work in the donut
Right.
shop. It's not a chain.
Right.
That's right.
This is a family-run business.
That's right.
Good old American family-run business.
What if they tear down this donut? I don't think they should. It's a landmark. It's here. Should stay here. Yeah, let's just leave it alone. Huh? Leave the donut alone.
The Nisei Veterans Memorial Center will host a free screening of the award-winning animated film In This Corner of the World next Saturday, June 14th at 1:30 p.m., located at 665 Kahului Beach Road. The film is about a daydreaming girl growing up in the outskirts of Hiroshima in the 1930s. It is in Japanese with English subtitles and has graphic war scenes that are not suitable for children. Admission is free, but registration is required at nvmc.org or call 808-244-6862. Akaku will be live for the Makawao Paniolo Parade once again on June 28th, and your business could be part of that show. We have underwriting opportunities that give recognition to businesses. You'll get a short video filmed of your business, and it will be included in that broadcast as a parade broadcast supporter. Spots will be available until June 16th. Find out more at akaku.org/sponsorships. And that's it for today's Maui Daily Report. Mahalo for joining us, and please keep watching Akaku, channels 53, 54, and 55. You can watch Akaku at akaku.org or on your phone 24/7 with our app, Maui Stream. You can listen to TMDR between 7 and 8 p.m. on KAKU 88.5 FM. This is how we stay connected. I'm Chivo Ching Johnson. Enjoy your Monday night. Be careful, stay healthy, and keep smiling. Aloha.